Hello, Saskatoon. This is Eric Anderson with a special summer bonus episode of YXC Underground. First of all, I hope you're having a wonderful summer. It is July the 7th when I'm recording this right now with one of my favorite people in the whole wide world. And we are going to talk about some hidden gems, some fun things you can do in and around Saskatoon this summer that maybe you are not aware of. And the best person to talk about this is the person to my right. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Well, first of all, thank you. You're one of my favorite people, too. I'm Darby Sutherland. I am the Destination PR and Earned Media Manager for Discover Saskatoon.
And I totally forgot to explain where we are right now, because I'm sure people are like, I hear music in the background. I think Eric's outside. Where are we, Darby?
We are at day 2 of the Sask Jazz Fest. TD Sask Jazz Fest. It changed.
It did change, but it's a beautiful night. There's a band called Snack Time from Philadelphia on right now, and there's a lot of people here, and it's just a lovely vibe. Are you having a good summer so far?
I'm having the best summer. It's lovely, yeah. The sun is finally shining. Perfect for the Jazz Fest.
Yes,
yeah.
It feels lovely. For those of you that know Darby, you know that Darby knows everything about this city. And I had this idea last week of I bet you there's so many things happening in Saskatoon that are maybe a bit off the beaten path in terms of summer activities and summer events. But the best person to talk about that would be Darby. So, Darby, the floor is yours. What should people be doing this summer?
Okay. I was telling Eric before we got on here that I'm so hard at picking out what's off the beaten path because this is my life, I'm living in it, I'm breathing it. Is it off the beaten path? I'll start with one new thing, maybe 2 new things.
Yes.
Okay, first, the Prairie Lily has new owners. They're not off the beaten path, but their coffee shop is. They're running a coffee shop out of the Prairie Lily during weekdays when they're not running tours.
That's lovely. Have you been?
I have been. It's awesome. Yeah.
And the interesting thing too about the Prairie Lily this summer is there's enough water on the river right now. When we were driving here this evening, we could see it on the water, so that's great.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you go right on the boat then?
Yeah, you can go right on the boat. You just walk on, order a coffee. You can drink it on the deck. You can drink it inside. It's so nice. And they have really good strawberry matcha.
I don't know what that is, but
You should try it.
I will try. Okay, so that's a great little coffee spot, and it's so lovely in that area too, isn't it?
Yeah, and because of the new owners, they've also changed up some of their programming. So they're the owner's son is a sommelier, and so they're doing wine nights on the Prairie Lily now.
I didn't know that. Oh, that sounds fun. He's a sommelier. That's really cool.
Yeah, I think he was in Europe for a while, and he's coming back to help his mom and spend the summer in Saskatoon treating us to good wine.
I love that story. That's great. Okay, so that's one. What else should people do?
Okay, my other kind of not off the beaten path but new thing is Sulu is offering their starting this week takeout lunches. There's sushi burritos through their takeout window. Kind of a fun little to-go thing, only in the summer. So.
Oh, I love that. It's neat when places do the takeout windows.
Yeah.
The only reference I have for this is, do you watch The Bear?
Yes.
So when they have the takeout window for the sandwiches, I just think that's so cool to do that. So yeah, and that Sulu, that's Andy and Rachel, right, from the Odd Couple?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they're second place. We got to taste test them. They're really good. Would suggest hitting it up, especially if you're at the sidewalk sale this week. Yeah.
Yes, that's right too. So
that's coming out. So sorry if I'm doing dated references now.
No, this will come out in a few days, so it's okay.
Perfect, yeah.
When you get to taste things and sample these things kind of before the public does or whatever, is that cool for you? Is it?
It's so cool. It'll never get old getting to have the sneak peek behind the scenes of what people in Saskatoon are up to. Yeah.
Is the takeout window is it right on 2nd Ave?
Yes. Yeah. It's right up when you walk in. If you've been there before, it's right behind the desk at the front desk. So yeah, cool.
Oh, I love that. Okay, so those are 2 things that are new. Darby, what else can people or should people experience this summer?
Okay, so Eric has done some wonderful podcasts about Mewasin's experiences. I think they're still off the radar. And Especially they have walking tours of the city. And the walking tours are with Sam, who's been on this podcast, and she's wonderful. And she knows so much about the city. I learn something new every time. But this year they're offering beaver-themed walking tours. So you can walk the Meewasin Trail and learn about the beavers and maybe see some beavers. And what's really cool about Meewasin experiences is the people who run them, salaries are sponsored. So every dollar you spend on a ticket goes directly into the conservation of Saskatoon. So that's really cool.
Oh, I love that. That's very cool. For listeners that maybe have never met Sam before, can you explain just how wonderful Sam is?
I would love to. Sam is just a light beam. She's bottled sunshine. She's like the energy bunny. If it was friendly and not scary, she's just wonderful. Yeah, just wonderful.
I had so much fun with her when we did the Dark Skies podcast episode, and she was just like in her element, leading tours of Beaver Creek in the dark and like setting everything up. And yeah, you're right about like just that ray of light. And the fact too that like, because Sam's from Ontario, I think originally, and yet she knows so much about this city.
I'm from here. My job is to know about the city. She teaches me every time I see her. I learn something new every time.
So where does she take people then on the walking tours?
So the usual walking tour meets at the Ramey, and it walks down to the Bez and then back to the Ramey. So it's really not a long walk, but the amount of information she packs into it is crazy. Yeah.
Wow. And this is a shameless plug for next year, but when you were talking about Meewasin experiences, my friend Shirley and I, we did the birding breakfast experience.
Oh, that's so good. With Jamie?
Oh, with Jamie. Yeah. With Jamie, Darby.
Jamie's also just, Meewasin's so lucky with their staff. They're so passionate, so knowledgeable.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there was at one point we were holding up our phones with the Merlin Bird app, and I think we caught in a 5-minute span like 17 different birds.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was something else. So the Meewasin are so great. That's a great one. And you get to hang out with Sam so are they in the mornings or afternoons or?
They are. I believe they're in Thursday evenings, but I'm not positive. Yeah. But if you're like a private organization, they do them for private too. So that's a nice way to get back to your community and like do some bonding with your coworkers.
Oh, I love that. Okay, that's a very good suggestion. What else do you have, Darby?
Summer. Okay. So I was trying to think of like hidden gems, and so I want to shout out Pokey's Pinball's Patio. They have a patio behind, nobody knows about it, so it's like, now I'm giving away my personal private patio in the city. But they have local beer, some good food, and a patio that's almost always empty, fenced in, really nice and private.
This is really bad. So I've never been.
No?
I've never been before.
Yeah.
What is it like there?
It's a nice little space with lots of pinball machines. It can be quite loud if people are playing and you're just there to eat, but the patio's silent and beautiful. Yeah.
That's on 33rd?
33rd. 33rd itself is a hidden gem, especially for summer. They do sidewalk sales. There's a fourth quarter vintage store, and they shut down the street like once a month to do vintage vendors, and then all up 33rd is just vintage and antiques. It's such a quirky little street. Yeah.
Thank you for giving away your favorite patio
I had
spot. That's really great. Okay, because there are lots of great patios in the city, but I haven't heard of that one.
That's my secret hidden one that, like, if I'm on a Sunday, it's like, let's get out of the house, but I don't want to see anybody. Now maybe I'll see people, but that's okay.
Thank you for that, Darby. What else? What else is on your mind?
What else? Okay, Black Fox is well known for their flower picking, but I don't know if people know that on the weekends they have live music out there as well. So you can go pick some flowers, have some cocktails, listen to some music. And this summer they're doing a symphony performance out there. So that's cool. Yeah.
I think I had a couple friends that went last year and just raved about it. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't go, but I've heard amazing things. So the symphony's wonderful.
Yes, the symphony is wonderful. Yeah. So, oh gosh, that's just wonderful, and it's such a beautiful spot too. And okay, so we've covered a lot of ground, Darby. Is there anything else? Like when I sent Darby an email, I asked for like 4 or 5 ideas. So like, what else is on your mind? What else would you like to share?
Let me think. There's just summer in Saskatoon is so fleeting, and it's so fun to get out of Saskatoon. So there's so many amazing day trips you can take, or like overnights. Champagne County's that little dude ranch that's French speaking in Saint Denis. And they have the cutest little like caravans or eating houses you can rent for overnight. And she plays like cowboy games. They have a petting zoo. That's a cute thing.
Lovely.
There is Sunnyside Creamery, just a little bit away, where you can fill your own jug of milk fresh from the farm. You can pet the cows. That's one of my daughter's favorite activities, is we go fill up our milk. Yeah.
I'm intrigued because there's glamping out at Blackstrap now too, right?
Yeah, there is. Yeah, they have the coolest domes. And I know they're doing a big beach party at the Tiki Bar, so it's like a really short walk from the Tiki Bar, so a fun place to have like an active lake time. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's a lot of stuff.
That's a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Trying to think if there's one hidden gem that I was thinking of. Do you golf, Darby?
No.
That's okay. I golf poorly, but there is. You were talking about Blackstrap, and it got me Black Fox, and it got me thinking Valley Road, because I love Valley Road, and well, yes, Moon Lake, but there's also, and I know some people know about this, but there is a little par 3 course that's just on the east side of Valley Road. Actually, it's shortly after where the maze is, the corn maze, which freaks me out, by the way. I went a couple years ago and I got lost, and I was like, I'm not a maze person. No. Are you a maze person?
No, but speaking of mazes, Champaign County has like a Barnwood maze, and I've gotten through it, and then they switched it when I went back for work. They switched it again, so that I wouldn't do it. No, I'm not a maze person. No.
I don't like mazes either. Yeah. But if you go past the maze place and on the east side of the highway, there's a little par 3 course, and I think it's like $10 to play, and it's so lovely, and just like the landscape is so pretty, and I know that because in no way do I hit my tee shots onto the fairway, so I have to go off the fairway lots to find my ball, and it's just a really beautiful little par 3 course with grass greens, and it's quite lovely. So I was thinking of hidden gems. I was like, that might be one. But yes, Moon Lake is lovely too.
Yeah. I just went for our golf tournament this year. I'm not really a big golfer, but I thought, wow, this is so pretty. Maybe I should get into golfing. Yeah.
Moon Lake is beautiful. Yeah. Darby, any because this is what you do, and you're so good at it. Any pieces of advice for people in terms of like how to map out a summer in Saskatoon?
Sure. Yeah. Well, Discover Saskatoon has a lot of great resources. We have my lovely coworkers here today, and she writes monthly blogs of activities that are happening in the city. We also have a great event page that is constantly updated with new events in the city. So that's a great resource. Honestly, following people that you think are cool and have similar interests on Instagram is super helpful for me. That's where I find most of my fun new things. Yeah.
Is there one thing that you're really looking forward to this summer besides the Modest Mouse concert we're here tonight?
Yeah, this was a big one. I don't know if there is. I have a 1-year-old now, so I'm kind of excited to redo everything that I've done already in my life, but with her, and see it through her eyes. So this has been really, she's down there dancing with her dad. That's awesome. Yeah, just picking flowers. That's my next one. Yeah.
That must be so cool as a new mom to experience this community through like the eyes of your daughter. That's really cool.
It is. It really is. Everybody's so nice, and I always knew that. But like with a 1-year-old, everybody's so nice.
Is there something that you've learned about Saskatoon exploring it with a 1-year-old?
I think that I always knew that people were amazing, but it's definitely different with a 1-year-old. And there's just a lot of accessibility, and restaurants, staff are always super accommodating. We were just at shelter having burritos, and they're just lovely. She's racing around and they're so busy, and everyone's like, it's okay. That's so nice. Yeah.
I really appreciate your time in doing this. I think you are such a wonderful ambassador for our city. You do an amazing job. For people that don't know, Darby works a lot with outside media, bringing media from across, can I say the world?
Sure, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm going to say the world. The world to Saskatoon and showing them all that Saskatoon has to offer. And when I sent you that email saying, do you want to do this at the Modest Mouse concert? And you said yes, and so I appreciate it. So Darby, thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful summer.
Thank you so much, and thank you for asking me. I'm so flattered. I was like, oh my God, I have to make it good. I don't know if I did, but hopefully it's helpful.
You did. Thank you, Darby.
Thank you.
Let's go!